Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I'm going to be unboxing some Dwarven Forge city builder pieces. I'm looking at what they have. I'm like, there are two different kinds of starter set, as it were, for the city builder, and there are two different styles of building. There's the Tudor and the stone buildings. There's the cottages and like the actual starter sets. Cottages have roofs, and I want to check out the roofs. The starter sets don't. So basically, I will be unboxing a cottage of Tudor and a starter set of stone today. Basically, enough to check out both of the styles of buildings, different pieces, get a look at it, make my decisions on some city builder. I know the plan is for the 2021 Kickstarter to be the expansion to the city builder system. So I'm like, let's see what I want to get before we get to that. And so I'm just gonna check out some of the Dwarven Forge city builder stuff to start. And to begin, we're gonna pull over the Tudor cottage here. Of course, I get painted. And started doing the newer inserts in the older sets. All right. Okay. Dumping this out. That's heavy. First, we have a floor. No anchor magnets in these, but they do have little rubber feet. And on my table, that does just immediately, there's resistance to sliding. So there's that. And it is 4 4x4 square. However, the lines are split by the division here. I think this is one of the ones that is of weird scale. So here is a dungeon. Okay. Technically, yes, they are technically a different scale. But that is not nearly as bad as I thought. That's very close. I think you could get away with that in a larger build. Like, yeah, there'll be a little bit of a gap, but you just sort of spread that gap out around all the sides, and it doesn't... Okay. So, yes, they are a different scale slightly. It's one of the things I'd heard of and wanted to check, but it's not so bad. Okay, and so the way I know that these work is we have corner posts with super ugly insides. Let's hope they do something about that. But you got little... wood there, Tudor and wood there, and these are metal pegs here that shove into each of the corners. So I get my corner posts here. And I guess if you don't have things in there, there are little decorative edges I just saw. Some resistance in there. Then we get different wall segments. So we have a couple. Okay. We have windows, and these are identical, of course. And I'd heard, one side looks rougher than the other. Seeing it in person, and I think you can tell here, but seeing them just side by side is really the first point where I'm like, okay, I get it. Because this looks grimy. This looks clean. So you could do that in a couple ways. You could have this be the exterior where it's weathered and worn and they keep the interior nicer. If you want it to look like a nicer building, and then you can, have this as the exterior if that's mainly what you're going to see. few options there. But yeah, so that's the difference between those. And so I guess I'm going to do... grimy on the outside. Okay, I do notice these kind of push away from here as I put them in. I don't know if that's intentional. Then we have just a normal wall. I guess there's a dead side on these, so there's a definite bottom. A clean side, dirty side. Clean side, dirty side. Okay, and then these weird triangle edges just kind of are what slot in here. We have a door. Of course, opens either way. Dirty side, queen side. Queen side has this little crack in there, I guess. So, see, neither of these ones tried to push them out. The window walls kind of tried to push them out a little bit, but oh well. You got our little house with, as far as playable space, is a 3x3 interior because the walls each take up space on the outside, and then here we have a roof, which again has the rubberized feet. So, and they went with probably something closer to the dirty look, but probably a little lighter, so you could get away with either. As the actual appearance on here, we have these little, what look like clay tiles. Oh, this stack is too tall. So that's cute. And cottage is probably the best word. Yeah, I agree for that. Little house. So we have our little Tudor cottage, and then we have a starter set of stone. And so we'll take a look at this as well. This has a different variety of pieces, though no roof for this style. But I'm like, I just want to see the different types of things that we can get in here. So I got one of each. So I can just, you know, so far so good, I think. Now I'll look at the stone. Let's start with floors so that we have something to build this on. Okay. So that's definitely, that's a different, okay, I want to, again, I'm going to bring back in the Dungeon of Doom piece. Again, that's different colors, but the outside is like the normal dungeon color, and you can just see the difference in color in there. So, it's definitely a different look. And again, you can kind of tell where the different squares are intended to be. So this is just our solid floor. This one is our trapdoor floor. And leave it hinged up. Be like that trapdoor is larger than the single square. And this is the cutout for stairs. Okay, see there's even detail on the insides there. Very nice. But yeah, so we have 3 different floors here. Great many corner posts to Of course, you can line things up in different ways. There's little bits of stone on the inside of those. And of course, you have the stone outside. There should be full 12, I think. If I am counting correctly, it's 4 on each times 3, and I think there should be enough of these to line all the walls in this set. This is a fair bit bigger of a set. Kind of see how close that gets to some of the cutouts there, like right on the trap door. And they're a bit of a tight fit, but they do just all slide right in. So we have those. We'll go to the 3 of these. Yeah, all this in code there. So all right. On the stone here, I do not see like a different weathering appearance from one side to the other. They appear basically to be the same. Which is fine. But just of note, I guess. Another 3. So those were offset windows. These are centered windows. So those are the 2 opposite sides. Basically the same weathering effects as far as I can tell. Okay. That's a special one. We'll get to that in a moment. Two different sides, and you can just kind of tell the different sides by having slightly different stone patterns. Now I will, with this, I'll take one of these, and I'm going to bring in another Dungeon of Doom piece. This is one of the pieces I got early on. This is where you can put a door in, and it works by this thing lifting out. This thing could technically slide in here into your city builder. That's great. Or I could take a wall here, slide it in, and it has a little bit of pushing those out issues like some of the others did, but in general, it fits to make a stone wall that has a different appearance from all the other stone walls. So it's just a compatibility thing that I've been thinking about since I got this, and I'm like, hey, I recognize those weird triangle things from the videos. Yeah, so we have that. And this here, with this big weird center stone, is magnetic. Or metal, I guess. Because this sign, which you could put a sticker on or paint on either side or leave blank and just describe what it is. There's a little fake chain, does not rotate. Wind beam. Yeah, it'll go on there. And it looks like the metal plate is this far down, basically all the way up, all the way to the sides. You can put in any of those spots. Same on both sides. Also, while you wouldn't put the sign here, there are other accessories. I want to just... The roof on these is also has a metal plate in it. So magnet things will stick to that too. So we'll just put this right in there. And I guess while we're at it, this is a set of stairs that basically matches the Tudor theme, admittedly. That comes with this, because I guess there aren't a stone set of stairs, which seems like, I mean, there could be. But yeah, you could also have this style of stairs built into a stone building. So why not? I think we're just gonna put it here, and it does go over. So if you put this here, because it goes over, oh, that doesn't work very well. There we go. Put it in there. That way you can actually get off the stairs when you get up top. Plus now it hides the trapdoor behind the stairs. Yeah, that's it. That's what we want. See, now it's flush with the top of these. There we go. We got a couple doors. Again, open either direction, so the offset can be on whichever side. You can put a door on there. And as is, right now I have this set out with two openings here. Like if I want to put a door in here to separate the rooms, I can put an internal door. Then I'd probably still leave one empty. I do have an extra wall. If I was going to make, you know, 3 different story building kind of thing, I could, or have 3 separate buildings, I could, well, I guess 3 separate buildings don't really work because there's only 2 doors in this set. But yeah, you could split them different ways. And if you just want an open room, you could leave 2 of the walls out. Here is a ladder. And the reason there's a ladder is to go with the trapdoor, because if the trapdoor is, if you make this just a solid room, and you make this basically the entrance floor with a door, you can have like a basement with a ladder. Get a ladder and pretty basic there. But you can also use it like to climb up a house or whatever. I mean, it's also, it's a ladder. Then we got here, we have 2 of these. There's handles on the inside. These set in there. That's windows that are closed. And they have 4 of these. Of course, you can also go into this one. That they didn't come with, of course. You know, they're same size window hole, so you can put them in either stone or Tudor with the same windows. And these are, of course, oh no, stairs go over. Are open windows, which the little inside rim here that shows is not appear to be very detailed, but ironically, the back of the shutters here that will absolutely be against the wall is. I think that is it for this. So yeah, I got a couple different style buildings. Definitely big divide with the Tudor building, one side of the wall versus the other, not so much on the stone buildings. Very different look for the stone floors with that sort of dusted grout kind of look. Some of the walls wiggle more than others. Some of the walls try and push out on the posts. And full of little decorations. But it seems like it could be fun little set to build with. It also seems like I definitely need more than I have to do very much at all with, other than maybe a single little building. And it's definitely confined spaces. I think it builds up the idea that if you're doing, at least with the current city pieces, that you're probably doing confined spaces if you're using this. And you're probably, if you're going to be building out terrain with it, you're probably planning for combat to happen in it. So tight combats, which are different than some of the stuff I do when I make a big open room in a dungeon. So that can add variety. Otherwise, of course, you can pick it up at Dwarven Forge's website. If there's specific, special pieces within the city builder system that you think I should look into, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. And otherwise, I'm gonna say, I think now I'm gonna get into more. I will probably end up getting more of this city builder stuff, but really, I was going to either way. I was gonna like it. I've liked everything of theirs that I've checked out so far. I'm quite the Dwarven Forge fan. The only downside I see with it is the cost, and so it's slower to get into. It'll be a bit slower to get a very big set, and these do, at least on just the normal wood here, they have a good, they don't want to slide around too much with those rubber feet. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.